All right, what's going on? We got some good news over here. We're gonna be unboxing, and you guys are gonna listen to the first startup of this TNS modified Elite 8 off. Yep, it's a .21 bad bitch right here. Sometimes it's not all about going big. 28.8, 30, 32s. You can have fun with 21s. 21s rev higher. You know, it doesn't have the oomph like some of these bigger ones do, but Neil's modified 21s are no joke. All right, and what we got here is not your ordinary .21 Elite 8 off from Novarossi. It's got some special work done to it. All right, I'm not gonna get into it to 100% about it, but I'm gonna bring it up when we unbox my new .21 motor from TNS. All right, I've had it for 2 weeks now. I have not even opened it because I want to do it with on video. I want to have it on video. All right, so that's going to be my first modded 21 from Neil. All right, it's a world famous known 21 that he's done in the past. All right, that he's doing them again. He's been having requests, so I had to get one. Back to my buddy Roy's Elite 8 off. He accidentally ordered this by accident. He wanted a 28.8, or he wanted another type of a 28 because his kids are running 28.8s. All right, this will be another video. All right, we got 2 of them. He saw the 8 off. He had no idea. He thought maybe it was an 8-port 28 or some other type of motor. I told him, oh man, that's a 21. You know, I hope you know that. I'm like, what are you planning on doing, a buggy? And he's like, no, my truggy. Well, that would be a badass motor on a buggy, but truggy would work out as well, and they're fun. He's like, oh, then I made a mistake. I'm like, no, get it. If you don't want it, I'll take it from you, but he wants it, and it's got plenty of power for a truggy as well. Plenty of power. All right, so here we go. I already had opened this up earlier. Every time you got a modified engine from TNS, it comes wrapped up, saran wrap. All right, so I had removed that earlier. I threw it out. I have not started it up. I have not run it yet. All right, I got to break it in for my buddy. And here it is. It's a beautiful motor. It's got one of Neil's TNS signatures on the head, which I heard that he will no longer be doing those. All right, so I don't even have one of those. I wish I had one of those signature heads from him, but I heard he will no longer be doing them because it's just too much time consuming, and he has to have a huge order of heads to do, and he doesn't have time like he used to put into to this type of work anymore, because he's got he does a lot of hours at his new full-time job. All right, so anyway, look at this. I'm just over here blabbing around. Beautiful motor from Novarossi. Even the stock ones are great, but TNS modded is best. Any questions? All right, this 21 is going to be a bad bitch, even in a truggy. Even in a truggy, it'll push a truggy just fine. And if you're an engine guy, you're gonna love the RPMs and the sound that these suckers could put out. All right, so let's get busy here, man. I gotta set up my break-in bench. I'm not gonna be doing a video of the whole break-in process. You can go back to my past videos. I have videos how I show how I break in my engines on my stand that I've been doing for so long, so many motors. And I show how there are people that do not have these stands and don't have time or into it like this or crazy like this, but they do love the hobby, and they even have, some guys even have great kits with great engines, but they just don't have that, and they don't want to spend the money to send it out, or they don't have a buddy that's crazy like I am that would do it for them. So I do have videos of showing how to break in an engine on on the car, right? How I do it, how I've been doing it. I believe in heat cycling, plus polishing out the cylinder. Yes, running them, but heat cycling, heat cycling. I always keep an eye on the temps. I do my cool downs. I do my preheats. Always. Okay? I do my bottom dead centers. All that stuff. You guys can go back and look at that. All right? Well, you know, try to do your best to look for them. I'm not a pro guy over here. I don't have no professional YouTube channel. I don't do links. I don't post. I don't know how to do none of that shit. So just go back. I mean, if I'm interested in something, I'm gonna go investigate. I'm gonna go look back. There's a guy out there that I really enjoy watching. All right, with axes, and he works with forged metals, and there's another guy that messes around with chainsaws. Some classics. Every time I want to find out something, I'll go back on his videos and I check it out for myself. Okay, so closer look, man. All right. I see my buddy Roy picked up some extra turbo plugs from Neil. Nice, you got a bunch. All right, now I see Neil definitely used some machine grade oil on his reassembly of this engine. Come pretty well lubricated. Now, yes, a stock one is a great motor. Okay, it's definitely a big improvement over any damn RTR, but modified, especially from Neil or a guy like Rick, those two guys, man, you can't go wrong, man. It's just next level. You understand? If you want to take it up a notch, next level shit, it's a must. You have to do that. So now what I'm seeing here is something real special, and you guys probably can't even tell. Do you guys notice that crankshaft? What color it is? All right, that is called DLC coated. Crankshafts come like this. All right, metal color, you know, and metal and raw. Now like this, that's something special. That's a thing of beauty there for me, in my eyes. All right, I'm sure most of you guys that know about nitros or that are into these engines can appreciate something like that. Now that's an option that you can get from Neil, and it's his DLC coated crankshaft options. Now if you have a DLC coated crankshaft, your engines most likely will last longer than average. The coating on it is great. Your bushing on the connecting rod will last longer. Less chance of snapping connecting rods. Rebuildable in the future. Like whatever mod job that Neil did, you can just keep rebuilding them. You get more use, more life out of them. All right. Another thing is, if you forget to do after run oil, this crankshaft will never rust. It'll always stay smooth and lubricated. Like DLC coated only comes on high-end expensive nitro engines. All right, even great engines like Novorossi's do not have them. So this is not something you see from Novarossi. Okay, DLC coated crankshafts, you do not see that. Do not get them. All right, you'll see them on certain high-end engines. There are nitro engines out there that cost $600. It's ridiculous. It costs more than some of these gas engines. You know what I'm saying? But and that's stock, fellas, and that's stock stuff. But these options, man, for the DLC coated crankshaft, I don't see no one else doing them that mods engines besides Neil. And it's really cool, man. I hope he keeps it up. I heard that he's no longer going to be doing them. He just did a shitload not too long ago, and once they're done, they're done. But he will be continuing modding engines. All right. Shit, I have modded TNS 28.8 that I beat the hell out of all the time. I got modded TNS 32, and none of them are DLC coated crankshafts. But not only I beat all my shit, I also after run my stuff and take care of my stuff. So It's very simple. You can use your after run oils, your Marvel Mixture oils, whatever. Anybody can go to the store and pick up 3-in-1. This will work fine. You can run MP. This is great. What I like about this is if you accidentally overdo it and you want to fire up your motor, it'll fire up with this. You know, like it'll help even start it. If you overdo it with 3-in-1 sometimes, or Marvel Mixture oil or after run oil, your engine becomes flooded. You know, like it'll be harder for you to start it up if you actually accidentally over oil it. But anyway, even WD-40 is good, but WD-40 is not good long term. It will dry up on you. You know, it will remove some of the moisture, but it won't last. You know, it won't. If you store it, do not store it with WD-40 because they will lock up on you. All right. I got an old Pico here. I just unseized, and it did nothing but WD-40, and it was locked up. It was seized. All right. It's been sitting for a while. I got to go over it. But anyway, back to this beautiful motor. All right. So damn noisy here. Let me go. I'm dying for a coffee. Let's go make a espresso. Let's see how this goes. Oh shit, that's when you know your coffee is good, when your sugar can float. Zah! That's when you know your coffee goes zah. When your shit can float, that's when you know you got good shit. Alright. Any questions? Look at that. What? What? Damn. Zah. Yeah, so sorry, I'm a freak. I need this shit. I'm always wired. I can't sleep. Sorry. Anyway. Back to this beautiful motor. Let's fire this sucker up, all right? Enough said. Anyway, yeah, one more thing. This DLC coated crankshaft. All right, if I only have one so far that I still have to unbox with you guys. I regret not doing my 32, not doing my 28.8 in that. But hopefully my next one, hopefully he still has enough crankshafts that are DLC coated for me in the future. All right, option that you can get along with his modification. You do not need to get DLC coated, but it's just better off. It's such a great mod upgrade. All right, plus bragging rights, man. Look at that. This is probably it's the only engine I know, Novarossi 28.8 Elite. I'm sorry, Novarossi .21 8 Elite with a freaking DLC coated crankshaft. You know, unless you ask Neil who else has them. You know, most of the time the 21s go to racers. He makes them for the racers, not for bashers, not for guys that bash and, you know, go nuts with them. And a lot of time the racers keep it quiet. They don't tell people that they have their engines modified. You know, they're like, oh, I got the same engine you got, but somehow that shit's breathing a little better. You know, they're like, what are you doing? You know, what's the secret? What pipe you got? All this and that. Meanwhile, it was the damn motor. That's another reason why Neil said he's going to be eliminating that. Because a lot of his customers, the majority of his customers, are professional racers. Not guys like me that want like nice shit that's different. You pay, you're paying for a modded engine. You're getting good quality from the guy. I want his signature on it. You know what I'm saying? So I also collect engines. I want to have his signature on it. You know, and I don't have any engine. I hope that motor that I'm about to unbox has this. That would be awesome, man. I really do, because he told me the other day that he will no longer be doing that. So I hope you guys don't get upset. I know a lot of my friends wanted his signature on their engines that were modified, but if you have them, keep them. Don't ruin your heads, man. Make sure you run bodies on your shit, all right, to protect the engine. Okay, let me show you what I'm up to as of now. I'm over here hooking up the propeller, all right, using my braking bench, and I had to remove the carburetor as usual to reverse it so it'll work with my throttle. See the crankshaft in there? Nice. Did a nice job. Okay, another thing I want to bring up once again, because the other day a buddy of mine, I caught him in his own garage, in his work shop, his work area. He had a beautiful engine that he was doing up. Guys, just get yourself a freaking 7mm wrench. Boom. And look at that. Like a gentleman. See that? Proper way. No scratching. This is brass, fellas. Alright? You can bite that and indent it with your teeth. Use the proper shit. Alright? So you gotta loosen this a hair to move this fuel inlet here. See that? Boom. See that nipple? You're gonna move it this way. Okay? And then you're gonna hold out with the other hand and tighten her up. Just snug this back up. Okay guys, over here I got the engine mounted already. I'm gonna hook up the exhaust. I'm gonna run this fuel in. I gotta get my fuel ready. I got a lot of stuff I gotta do today, man. Take advantage. Been busy as hell. You guys know how it is, especially with kids. But get the exhaust up. Look at that. I got my head warmer here, hot as hell. Alright, it takes a while to warm up, but look at that. It's even smoking the oils that are in there. I'm still. Now, I've already preheated this motor a few times. Okay, but I didn't have it on video, so I'm going to do it again just for proof. This motor has never been fired up yet, but I always do a couple of heat cycles before firing it up. Make sure your pistons are bottom dead center. It's just something I've always done. I like to expand and contract the metals. It's very important to do that a good few times. Alright? Plus you're going to be expanding and contracting the metals, heat cycling the first 4 or 5 tanks. You know, each tank, full, complete cool down. Just go back and check out how I do my break-ins. That's how I do it. Alright. Let's see what we got here. $184. I'm going to bring it up to 200. Just so that's proof. And then I'm going to pause for a while. I'm going to let it cool down. I already did a couple of these off the bench. The freaking motor was hot as hell. I had to put it on those towers over there. Could barely touch it. Alright. There you go. Now I'm going to come back when this is fully cooled down. Whatever temperature your room is. This one is 81 degrees right now here. It's saying 81. 12 o'clock. I got to fix my time here. 81. See that? I don't bullshit. Everything I say it is how I say it. It's how I do it. Alright. Now, I'll be back. And we're going to preheat this one more time. And then we're going to fire it up. I'm going to get my fuel ready. See you in a bit. Alright. Engine is cooled down. Now I'm preheating it again. Got my fuel ready. My whole first quart. I did my mix. I show you guys how I mix my fuel already in the past. Alright. Okay, so this is just records for me and proof. 212 degrees. Okay. I'm going to try to put this over here. And we're going to fire up for the first time. So I can show you guys. I love seeing engines come to life for the very first time. Maybe I got issues. So be it. At least it ain't fake shit. And plus, there's everything, you know. I like to show my buddy Roy, the owner of this engine, how things are turning out. Alright, so let's see. Let me do this real quick. Just like that. Wow, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Good sign. This is rich. her straight. And then I'll do another cool down when I reach there. Then I'm going to be dropping her. I'm going to give her RPM. She's got a little good RPM right now. Pretty good. I can't believe this bitch is idling like this. So rich. Wow. I love Novarossi carbs for that. That's amazing. Alright. Just to have on records here on this video. She is completely cooled down. I've done that many times already. Alright, we're getting further and further towards the end. So from here on in, I'm going to be running tank after tank after tank as much as I can. If I have to step out, it'll get another heat cycle. If I don't, I'm going to be here till the very end. And then towards the end of my quart, I'm going to start giving her RPMs. She's going to have a higher idle. I'm going to start wrapping her. 218. Let's fire this sucker up. Now she's just going to run now. As much as she can. Some more RPMs. Let's see what's up. All done. I'm gonna take everything apart onto the next engine. Should let it cool off. Oof. It's cooling off already. That's it. Alright, next time we see this motor, hopefully it'll be on the truggy. So we will see how this .21 will push a truggy around. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. I know I'm excited to put my 21 on my buggy, but if I come across, I am looking for another truggy. If I come across another truggy, maybe a 3.0 something, I'm gonna probably save this 21 for it. Alright, plus I have other engines I gotta still do. Alright, so here's a better look. We're all done with Roy's motor. Alright, I got it out of here. I got the carburetor out because I gotta rotate it for Roy's truggy. And I'll have it, that way he'll be more or less ready. Usually on the TLR truggies is like this. They sit like this. On an angle a little, right there, boom, just like that. Alright, and then this has to be rotated also downwards. It all depends how he runs his throttle linkage. Okay, so anyway, what I was gonna bring up as well is, well, you see here, it's got a 6.5 millimeters venturi, and we're gonna go with the biggest venturi he has now. Alright, we're done with the break-in. When this motor goes on his truggy, he will still take it easy for a little bit, but we're gonna tune it, give it a base tune, right? So we're gonna hit full throttle, but we're not gonna be at full throttle for a long period, not yet. He's gonna run 2 tanks from his truggy like that. All right, and then he's just gonna, after that, he's gonna be running it hard. Still gonna be a little bit on the rich side, but it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be running good, and it's gonna be like that for a while. Okay, so but what we want to do now is get a bigger venturi in here. We want more air through this bitch. Okay, this 8 comes with an 8 millimeter. Some motors, some .21s only come with this 7, the orange. Okay, so now is a good time to just double check your idle gap. Alright, it's going to hit in the sunlight. Hopefully you guys can see it. That's without the venturi. Alright, it's pretty tight, pretty close. And once you have your idle gap at 0.5 millimeter, put the venturi you choose, which we're gonna go big. That biggest that we could put here, which is 8. Alright, I'm gonna use some Lucas air tool for the O-rings, which is good for the O-rings. Alright, since I'm up here, let's go around. Let's coat that up. Look at that baby right there. Wrap. When you put your carburetor on, just give it a little twist. Left and right, and go in until you hear pop. That's the O-ring sealing going into the groove here. Then adjust your carb more or less where your throttle is going to be on your carb. It's going to be more or less like this. Alright? And then when you tighten up your carb, just be careful with these plastic carbs. Do not over tighten this screw here. Just snug it, and then give it a little extra twist. Alright? Now, when you tighten it, make sure you hold it with this hand. Put pressure downwards. Make sure it's sealed. Put pressure like this. Squeeze it. Do not let go. Keep putting pressure there, and then screw that in. Okay, done. Look at it, just like that. All right, man, I'm excited to check out this 21 modded TNS Elite 8.